sip echoes of generations past. Coors Banquet, enjoyed by rock stars, smugglers, cowboys, and presidents. That's our legacy. What's yours? Coors Banquet. Start your legacy.
Sports don't get any tougher than hockey, and trucks don't get any tougher than Ford F-Series, F-150, and Super Duty. The trucks that move mountains also move parade floats and snowmobiles. With that versatility, it's no wonder Ford F-Series is the #1 selling pickup for 47 years straight. Visit buyfordnow.com for great offers. Your New England Ford dealers, a proud partner of your Boston Bruins. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Except for the opening face-off between the Hurricanes and the Bruins, we take a look at our starting lineups here tonight. In goal for the Carolina Hurricanes, Pyotr Kochetkov. On defense, a pairing of Jacob Slavin and Brent Burns, and up front, Andrei Svechnikov, Sebastian Aho, and Jack Roslovic. For the Bruins, Jeremy Swayman gets a call in goal. Nikita Zadorov and Andrew Peeke, your defensemen, and up front, John Beecher, Pavel Zacha, and David Pastrnak. Starting lineups are brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code SportsHub. New customers get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
The first 5 minutes are presented by your New England Ford dealers. Tonight's New England Ford dealers' first 5 contestant of the game is Francis Daxberger of Brockton, Massachusetts. If the Bruins score in the first 5 minutes, Francis will win a pair of tickets to a future Bruins game, courtesy of your New England Ford dealers. Enter the contest at 985thesportshub.com. Bruins on the road in the white helmets, white sweaters, black pants. In black from head to toe are the Hurricanes with white numbers and red trim. And we are underway from North Carolina. The puck gets dumped into the Hurricane zone, but shy of the red line was Andrew Peeke. And so an early icing here against Boston, who defends down to our left and will attack at the end to our right in the first period.
Yeah, a lot of different looks up front. We'll see how long they last, if they last the game or if they last just a period or even a few shifts for the Bruins as they look for a spark up front.
Face off to the right of Jeremy Swayman as Zacha stands in against Aho. Zacha pulled it back toward the corner, but beaten to it along the near board. Slavin will play it back in behind the net. Svechnikov takes it toward the far right wing circle. Dealt it back to Burns at the point. Shot off the end boards, comes kicking back out toward the crease and covered up by Swayman.
Yeah, you got a line here to start the game. You got Zacha and Pastrnak back together. Zacha back in the middle. And then you got Beecher as well. Beecher can take faceoffs as well as Zacha.
Face-off far circle down to our left. Bruins win it. Puck comes around behind the net. And first man to it is Svechnikov. Centering pass, Aho right in front, redirected wide.
Bruins just won 2 faceoffs in a row, and Carolina's first on the puck.
Puck volleyed back into the Carolina zone. Burns sent it behind the net. Played for Svechnikov near side, back across to Burns. He comes to the red line and dumps it down the right wing board. Swayman goes out behind the net to play it here for Boston. McAvoy will start it out. His pass redirected through neutral ice by Koepke. Goes in behind the Carolina net. Around the near side it comes past McAvoy at the point. And he has to chase it back to the red line. Slaps it away from Nechas and gets it back in deep to the Hurricane zone. But Carolina will control. Just over a minute gone by here in the first period. Dmitry Orlov. Pass across to the far side. Into the Bruins zone comes Kotkaniemi. Now back to Orlov. His drive is redirected up over the net and out of play.
Pretty good setup. I'm not sure if that pass was intended for Orlov or not, but he was coming late over on that left wing side. Had some time and space to try to get that shot away, and it did get deflected out high. Actually, might have gone off the mask of Swayman. His body's going to the front of the net. Robinson was there. You had McAvoy there. That may have gone off the mask there of Swayman, yeah.
Face off to his right. Elias Lindholm wins it back into the corner. Carlo trying to clear. It's knocked off his stick. And now Seth Jarvis pivots along the near side boards. His centering pass in a skate kicks out to neutral ice. Lindholm will get to it first. Across the Carolina line, but slapped off his stick by Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere will play it up the wall and to the blue line. Carlo got a stick on it. Martinook will send it back across ice. Jordan Stahl pushed it across the Boston line, but turned over. Now a free puck at the center line. Marchand picks it up on the go. Moving in left circle. Shot goes wide of the short side. On the near side boards. Carlo had it come to him, but outside the zone. And he backs up into the Boston end. Carolina getting some changes on as the Bruins try to bring through the neutral ice. Pass intended for Brazo. Broke it up at the attacking blue line. Dumped in by Chatfield. And the Bruins will have it with Hampus Lindholm sending one out through the middle. Brazo did not get a piece of that coming through neutral, and so another icing here against Boston. 2:37 gone in the first period.
A couple questionable decisions there with the puck from the left side there. Hampus Lindholm trying to force one in the middle. It's really not there. Carolina snuffs that out right at the blue line and then tried another play up the ice. That goes for icing.
Matt Poitras will take a face-off in the defensive zone.
A lot of guys in between right now, Ryan, in terms of their decision-making with and without the puck.
There's Orlov with a blast off the backboards. Second effort off the far side by Chatfield was blocked on its way to Swayman. It'll come around behind the net toward the far side corner. Hampus Lindholm couldn't get there in time. Now it'll pop free into the high slot area. Cleared out by Peak. Gets through the neutral zone and into the Carolina end. No icing this time as the Hurricanes control. Lobbed back out into neutral ice. And Zadorov able to keep it away from Jackson Blake.
They don't mind that long lob. Carolina will use that. It's kind of like Florida does a lot. Any indecision at all, just that high lob out of the zone.
Pasternak just inside the Hurricane blue line, turned over. Here's Aho coming back. Aho behind the defense, moves in with a backhand, and Swayman makes the save. Now Peak going the other way with a puck.
Turnover, transition by Carolina the other way with speed with Aho. Gets a step on Peak, and he's in alone.
McAvoy set over to Zaka, or Beecher rather, and played it in deep. Now Pasternak along the near side circle. Spun to a knee. Svechnikov will play it out toward the blue line. Pasternak got a piece of it there. Jones, got it back in across the line, but kicked right back out. McAvoy will try a dump in. Around the boards it goes far side. Jones got it on to Coyle, to the back of the net. Brought toward the near corner by Koepke. Pivots back against Slavin. Slavin gets a piece of that puck. Loosened it up, but it comes back to Jones now, stepping out of the left wing corner. Jones brings it all the way back to the blue line. Sweeps it back deep for Coyle. Kept it moving for Koepke. Koepke trying to keep away from Slavin. Jones along the far boards has it poked out of the zone by Aho. Peak played it in front of the Carolina bench, and the Bruins will get it back deep, but they will go for a change. Ticking down toward 4.5 minutes gone here in the first period. Hurricanes stepping forward. Gaining the attacking line as Nechas sent it one across. It was directed up into the air. Chased down and swept in deep behind the net. Carlo trying to get it over for Mason Lohrei under pressure. It comes to the side of the net, and Swayman decides to cover that up.
Boy, Nachos was flying through the neutral zone that time. Big right shot. He wanted more time. He wanted more responsibility for this Carolina team. He's getting it, and he's producing. He's had a good start to the season. Confidence level through the roof right now for him.
Team high 11 points for Nachos so far through 8 games. He's got goals in 4 of his last 6. Face off to the left of Swayman here. Elias Lindholm will get in there. And pulls it back toward the far corner. Came bouncing back toward the point. And swatted back in deep here by the Hurricanes. Come up toward 5 minutes gone in this first period. Backhand shot by Gostisbehere goes wide on the glove side of Swayman.
Jarvis got shaken up there in the offensive zone. He gets to the bench. He's getting some medical attention now on the bench.
Marchand and the Bruins get it into the Carolina zone, but right back out it comes. Gostisbehere will dump it in from the red line. Lohrei takes it off the far wall. Deals it backward for McAvoy. Back around to Lohrei. Neutralized Kastelik coming back inside his own blue line. Gave to Lohrei. Now Frederick kicking it onto his stick. Redirected into the Carolina zone. Sent right back out by Orlov. And a dump in by Carrier into the far corner. Chopped at along the far boards. It'll be cleared out for Peak. To Patra, who had to turn around and get it on his backhand, but got it deep into the Carolina zone. Puck played out toward the blue line. Patra knocks it down, but can't keep it in. Dumps it back in once the Bruins get back onside. Came rimming all the way around the far boards, and the Hurricanes get it out. And now gain the attack zone. All by himself was Carrier as the Hurricanes were changing behind the play. Getting in there to help out now Roslovic. His pass into the middle, picked off by Brazo. At the end of his shift, just got to the red line, dumps into the Carolina zone. Kochetkov, the goaltender, takes a tumble as Beecher came in front of the net. And it's going to be a penalty against the Bruins. Wow. Puck comes in behind. Here's Aho, centering pass, shot, score! Roslovic gives Carolina the 1-0 lead here in the first.
Yeah, delayed penalty coming up to the Bruins. Roslovic is wide open in the slot right now. And yeah, the delayed penalty gives Kochetkov an opportunity to get off the ice and get a body out there. Boy, did he help that. But the Bruins just do not defend well here. They're 4 guys back on this play. And then they leave the middle of the ice just wide open for Roslovic. And he's a right shot. He gets the pass from Aho from the left wing side. He's wide open in between the hash marks. And there was a couple chances like that the other day against the Flyers. And, you know, your goaltender and Korpisalo was able to make some good saves early going. But you had Aho in alone. And then that chance right there and the goal by Roslovic.
And he gets his 5th of the year. 5 of the last 7 games he has scored. Puck comes deep into Bruins territory here. McAvoy chasing. Nachos off a deflection. Gostisbehere sent one across ice. Picked off to the far circle by Lohrei. He just lifts it out into the neutral zone, but right back in come the Hurricanes. Nachos trying to send one across, and some dangerous play there in front. Lohrei able to get a backhand on it, and the Bruins get it out. 12:50 to go here in the first period. Nachos now from the left wing circle. Hands off for Robertson.
That was a little interference there from Nachos, was it not?
Yeah, it certainly appeared as the puck dumped in here by Elias Lindholm. He goes in after it. Dmitry Orlov skates away. In the neutral zone, picked off by Zadorov. And Marchand gets it back into the attack zone. But Orlov around the far side, helped out by Jarvis in front of the Bruins bench. Peak gets knocked off balance by Martinook. And play whistle down for an offside here at the Boston blue line with 12:14 to go in the first period. Jack Roslovic has given the Hurricanes a 1-0 lead here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, what's up, it's Owen? If you're a plumber, a pipe fitter, if you're in the piping trades, then you got to call my friends at Charles D. Sheehy. CDS is proud to work with the region's best life science, biotech, and pharma contractors to help them deliver their projects on time within budget. Make CDS your choice for pipe, valves, and fittings. Call them today.
If you see me stopped in the McDonald's drive-thru, just staring at the menu with my "what should I order" face, don't interrupt. It's the most important decision I'll make all day.
And what could be better than two of your favorites for $3.99? Like the McDouble, McChicken, or 6-piece McNuggets. So stop in for twice the delicious. Price of participation may vary, cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Hey, it's Zoe, and Oakers Technologies has a long history of helping businesses stay future ready as their single source IT partner, providing everything from full IT infrastructure to everyday AV needs. And they're hyper-focused on managed IT services that feel easy and simple from a single point of contact. Their ProCare support team are the people behind the technology that makes sure that you have a custom approach to the support and resources you need to keep your business future ready with Oakers Technologies, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
If you need tires, think Town Fair Tire. Thinking name brands? We have them all. Thinking price? We beat the competitors. Free services? We have those too. For the guaranteed lowest price, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com.
The first 5 minutes of tonight's game were brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Celebrate the freedom of choice with great offers on the Bronco family or get winter ready with the Ford F-Series. Bruins trailing 1-0 here on the road in Carolina. 12:14 to go first period. And a face-off just outside the Boston blue line. Pulled back into the defensive zone here by Frederick. It'll be played off the near boards, but not out. Taken toward the corner by Jackson Blake. A centering pass and tipped on goal. Covered up by Swayman.
Yeah, Carolina's quick on pucks right now. The Bruins a half step behind to start this game. We're 8 minutes in. Bruins still looking for their first shot on goal. Haven't really had the puck in the offensive zone.
Elias Lindholm will take this face off. He's got Marchand.
Had one shift where they had an attack there. But
Marchand and Kastelik on this line to start the game tonight. And Kastelik plays one up the right side. Lindholm chasing into the Carolina zone. Got canceled out by Chatfield.
Yeah, that's a good play by Chatfield coming across. Not delaying at all, just coming right across. If you delay there, then you're in between, and it's going to leave somebody open in the middle of the ice.
Drew Peak chasing a puck back into the Boston zone. Sends it hard off the near boards and out. Elias Lindholm tapped it toward the red line, but Bruins couldn't get it moving forward. Now Stahl near the red line. Lost it to Lindholm, but they get tangled up near the Carolina blue line, and Hurricanes have it. Orlov taking his time in his own zone as Carolina gets set up in front of it. Now from the blue line, try to pass it ahead for Aho. Redirected, it gets deep anyway. Carlo picked it into the far corner. Outlet pass finds Beecher coming through neutral ice. Pasternak will play it off the far boards. Beecher moving it from the hash marks down to the back of the net. Pasternak had it taken off of his stick. Carlo pinching in. Couldn't get it away from Svechnikov, who gets it to the red line along the near boards, but then lost it there. Bruins coming back in just onside as Beecher dragging that back skate. Zaka in after it behind the Carolina net, but it'll be lifted out of the zone by Slavin. Comes bouncing down towards Swayman, who's forced to play it as it comes in on goal, and then he is forced to cover it up as well.
Yeah, there won't be a line change here. The Bruins will have to keep those same guys on the ice because that puck came from center ice.
10:37 left here in the first period. Carolina to the 1-0 lead. Jack Roslovic's 5th of the year from Sebastian Aho and Andrei Svechnikov at 6:28. Face off in the defensive zone. Kotkaniemi kicked out, and Nechas gets in there against Coyle. Bruins take control of the puck. Lifted up off the near glass and out by Koepke. volleyed back toward the Bruins zone. And Hampus Lindholm able to keep the Hurricanes at bay for the moment. McAvoy angles it around behind the net. Here is Lohrei playing it to the far boards. Tap free. It comes to McAvoy. Working his way forward is Jones into the near side corner in a wrestling match with Kotkaniemi. Jones went down, and a penalty coming. They're going to get Kotkaniemi for a high stick. Jones still laying down in the near corner as the official comes over to see if he is injured.
Yeah, not much of an argument there from Kotkaniemi going to the box. He's on the back check on Jones.
Number 82, Carolina's got a double minor.
Yeah.
High sticking.
A 4-minute power play coming up here for the Bruins.
First, they had a 5-on-3 in the first period the other day. They had a couple of 5-on-4s. They had a 4-minute power play double minor a couple games ago. They have not done a lot with their power play with the man advantage. So we'll see how this looks here today. They're going to make another change to it. McAvoy's not on the top unit. You got Coyle, Lindholm. That's Elias Lindholm, Marchand, Pastrnak, and Lohrei.
Lohrai's got it near the left point. Under pressure. Puck played across to the near side. Pastrnak trying to keep it alive, and now get some help there from Coyle. Lohrei tried a shot. Got redirected. Save was made by Kochetkov, and Carolina scrambles to clear the puck and does.
Yeah, Marchand got wiped out in front of the net. He's a little slow to get up and get back to the blue line. Lohrei did not get a lot on that shot. Looked like he kind of fanned on it a little bit. It was a changeup.
Pastrnak bringing through the center circle. Gets to the Carolina line, coughs it up, and the Hurricanes sweep it all the way back down toward Jeremy Swayman. 3:20 to go on the man advantage on this double minor to Kotkaniemi. Elias Lindholm will bring it through neutral ice, drops it off for Pastrnak just outside the Carolina line. Again, can't get it in cleanly, and now the Hurricanes coming back shorthanded. A centering pass out of Aho's reach.
Pastrnak had it's twice now right at the offensive blue line trying to make that play, and it's going to be a quick line change.
Orlov, as the Bruins are changing, taking his time in his own zone, now will scale one all the way down to Swayman. Minute 15 gone on the double minor here. McAvoy will play it up the middle. Zacha lofts it into the left wing corner, goes to get it. Gets taken out on a check, and once again, out of the zone it goes.
So 2 defensemen on this unit with McAvoy and Lindholm, and Zacha, Brazo, and Patra.
Pass up the middle finds Brazo. He'll play it along the left or right wing circle and taken away and cleared immediately by Slavin. Brazo looked like he had a bit of a lane, just played that toward the corner instead.
Thought he had Patra with more speed there than he had.
There's Patra on the right wing side, trying to get things set up. McAvoy plays over to Hampus Lindholm, back to McAvoy, and it's offside. It came just outside the blue line, hit McAvoy in the skate, kicked back in.
McAvoy just sent that puck all the way back down into his own zone after the whistle. The frustration obvious. Ugly. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Ugly right now.
The first half of the double minor is over. Exactly 2 minutes left on the Kotkaniemi penalty with 8:05 to go here in the first period, and Carolina leading 1-0. Bruins so far have one shot on goal in the first 12 minutes.
Yeah, that was Lohrei on the power play.
Pastrnak gets it to the blue line. Plays it softly into the right wing corner. Gets in there after it. Lindholm and Marchand both in there as well. 6 players stacked up in the corner. Now it comes free to Coyle. Coyle from out near the right point. Threw one for Pastrnak on the far post, but bounced over his stick. Lindholm will keep it alive in the near side corner against Orlov. Marchand pulls it out of there and gets hit from behind by Chatfield, and another penalty coming here against Carolina.
Give him the puck here. Give him the puck.
Marchand slamming his stick on the ice. Bruins were trying to get Swayman to the bench.
Yeah, just shoot it down on Kochetkov. Yeah, that's a hit from
Carolina's got a minor interference.
interference, hit from behind. Take your pick on this one. Marchand's facing the boards. And Chatfield right on the numbers. Knocks him into the boards. Call any number of penalties there.
So a minute 12 left on the original double minor, and now they add on the Chatfield penalty on top of that. And so now what was a 4-minute 5-on-4 advantage becomes a minute 12 of 5-on-3.
Rod Brindamore's hot. Doesn't like this penalty. I don't understand where you even complain about it. His forearm's on the numbers.
Yeah, Marchand's facing the glass. It's a dangerous play. Face off near circle. It's won by the Bruins here as Pasternak sets it up. Center of the blue line. Right wing side for Marchand. Misfired as he tried to throw that at the net. He's got it back now with the near hash marks. To Pasternak up top. Goes right side, near the dot, Marchand, back across, one-timer, Pasternak, and Kochetkov right in position to make the glove save.
Yeah, decent setup there. Pasternak at top of the left wing circle, gets a pretty good one-timer away. Kochetkov reads it well as he follows this pass going from Marchand over to Pasternak. Don't know if he got all of it, but he got a lot of it. And it's a glove save as Kochetkov got squared up to Pasternak.
Another face-off in the offensive zone here with 51 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Minute 40 left on the power play in total. Elias Lindholm wins it cleanly. It comes across ice. Pasternak out near the blue line. Steps to the top of the face-off circle. Gives to Marchand down low. Trying to center. Score! It took a funny hop coming out in front. I believe hit Slavin in the skate. And the Bruins tie it. And boy, did they need a little puck luck right now.
It hit Slavin out high. Like Slavin was by the hash mark that time. Marchand trying to send this puck through the seam over to Pasternak over in the left wing side. And it hit Slavin on the left leg. And what a ricochet that is. And Kochetkov just didn't quite pick it up in time. He had a couple bodies in front. Off of his leg. Kochetkov's looking for that puck to go to the right. He could see where he's looking. He's looking almost in the middle or off to the other side. And that puck deflects off of the leg of Slavin and in. Yes, they did need something.
So Brad Marchand with a power play goal. It'll be his second of the year. Moves him into sole possession of fourth place in team history with 403 career goals, surpassing Rick Middleton. So with 6:45 to go here in the first, we are tied.
Penalty coming up to Carolina.
Another one, as it's still a 5-on-4 power play here with the goal scored 5-on-3, and now it's going to go right back to a 5-on-3.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Is that on Brindamore?
I don't know. We didn't get to hear the announcement. Official's mic wasn't working.
It was definitely unsportsmanlike conduct.
Nechas is going into the box.
Brindamore's losing it over there on the bench right now.
So 6:35 remaining in the period. It's a 1-1 game, and the Bruins will have another 5-on-3.
I don't get the complaint on the Chatfield hit.
I don't either.
I mean, there's certainly calls that you look at and you're like, you got to be kidding me. But I didn't think there was any real decision on that one, or tough choice for the referee on that one. I thought it was a pretty easy call.
It didn't feel like Marchand went out of his way to embellish it or anything.
He was facing the boards. He's protecting the puck. He didn't turn at the last second.
Crowd not happy as the officials are working on figuring out the proper penalty time. It's a minute 18 left on the Chatfield penalty. And now 2 minutes up on the board with Nechas' number next to it. It is a bench minor for unsportsmanlike conduct. There's Pasternak setting up for Marchand, right circle. Looking back door, he had Elias Lindholm at a tough angle, but just wide of the net. Marchand's got it back now, right wing circle. Up to Pasternak. He'll take the shot. Pad save made by Kochetkov. Marchand had it slip away from him, but Pasternak there to keep it alive, and then lost it out of the zone as he was pressured by Stahl. Marchand trying to get back quickly into the zone. Drags it across the line. Takes the shot. Kachetkov the save. A long rebound. Coyle got it to Pasternak and sent it across. That pass blocked coming through the slot. Pasternak's got it now high slot. Marchand trying to get it to Lori. It was blocked. Marchand now sent one through the top of the crease, and that's redirected out.
Pretty nice move there by Marchand coming into the zone that time. Looks like he's going to move that puck wide, holds on to it, slides it, pulls it to his forehand as he attacks on the left side.
15 seconds left on the two-man advantage. Pasternak got a feed from Poitras down the left circle. Now wheels it back toward the point man, McAvoy. McAvoy walks it along the blue line, gives to Zacha right circle. Pasternak back to McAvoy, back to Pasternak. One touch along for Zacha, one-timer. Kachetkov made the stick save, and the Hurricanes will get the rebound cleared. Chatfield's out of the box, and now trying to spring Aho here on a shorthanded rush with 30 seconds to go on what is now a 5-on-4 power play for the Bruins. Poitras will bring back through neutral ice. McAvoy tried to dump it in, partially blocked. McAvoy keeps it moving toward the front of the net, and it'll be steered out of there by Gostisbehere all the way down toward Swayman. 13 seconds left on the 5-on-4. Earboards Kastelik will get it into the Hurricane zone. Gets body position around Orlov, who took a tumble, but the puck popped free, and the Hurricanes will clear it. Brought up ice by Jarvis. He'll chase it deep into Boston territory. Hurricanes are back to full strength. Offside by Chatfield at the Boston blue line. So the Bruins tie it up on the goal by Marchand. 4:23 to go here in the first period. It's 1-1 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Tougher than hockey. And trucks don't get any tougher than Ford F-Series, F-150, and Super Duty. The trucks that move mountains also move parade floats and snowmobiles. With that versatility, it's no wonder Ford F-Series is the #1 selling pickup for 47 years straight. Visit buyfordnow.com for great offers. Your New England Ford dealers, a proud partner of your Boston Bruins. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
TD cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden. From pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. These benefits were made for game time. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, Bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins.
Ever notice that OW is the beginning of owner? If you run a small business, you get it. From power outages to equipment failures to delivery mishaps. There's only so much you can control. Fortunately, that includes talking to an independent agent about safety insurance. Safety's competitive property and liability coverage provides protection from business interruptions, equipment breakdowns, and many other business ownership issues. Safety insurance will help you manage life storms.
Right now at Wendy's, you can get a small Frosty for just $1, and everyone is going, including you. Just a hunch. The iconic Frosty for $1? Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. Participating U.S. Wendy's. Not valid in a combo. Third-party delivery prices may be higher.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Brad Marchand's goal at 13-11, assisted by Pasternak and Lindholm, is our delivery of the game, delivered by Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train. Electrical contractors, get on board the GCE Night Train. Order your materials to be delivered overnight to the job site the following morning and save time and money. Go to GCEnighttrain.com to order.
A pretty good individual effort by Marchand there, coming down that left wing side, and he also got the bounce on the goal that the Bruins scored, but I think you're fooling yourself if you're saying that that power play was impressive. It just has not been good for them. Now the Bruins are going to penalty.
Literally right off the drop of the puck.
That's predictable.
Number 44, Boston's got a minor for interference.
I don't think there's a 44 on the Bruins roster, but
that's Cole Koepke, 45, not 44. Interesting period so far for the officials. They have been busy.
Yeah, not much there, but he got the arm up or the hand up, I guess, to the face of Blake. Because Blake was trying to get by him off the face-off. Yeah, and given the fact that he just had a few power plays, I would expect that to happen.
And officially 1 out of 4 the Bruins are here in this first period. And now Carolina gets its first opportunity of the game. Bruins will help get it out of their zone here. Hurricanes 10th in the league on the power play at 23% for the year. And they'll lose it offside here as they try to gain the attack zone.
Between the Pipes is sponsored by Charles D. Sheehy. If you're in the piping trades, you need to call Charles D. Sheehy, Boston's premier piping and mechanical product supplier. CDS is your local leader. Between the Pipes for the Carolina Hurricanes, Pyotr Kochetkov, and for the Bruins, it's Jeremy Swayman.
Swayman, a 3-3-1 record in 7 starts this year, 2.97 goals against and a .900 save percentage. Kochetkov making his 5th appearance of the year, a 3-1 record with a 2.77 goals against and an .894 save percentage. As we talked about in the pregame, their other goaltender, Freddie Anderson, week to week with a lower body injury. He was leading the league through his first 4 starts in goals against average and save percentage. Puck played through the neutral zone here. Svechnikov going to drop it back to Gostisbehere. Minute 25 to go on the power play for the Hurricanes as Swayman makes a stop off the shot from the right circle, and the long rebound fired up and over the net by Aho. Kept alive with 3.5 to go in the period. A minute 10 to go in the power play. Aho to Gostisbehere back at the left point. Over to the far side for Stahl. Aho gives back to Gostisbehere. One-timer hard off the end boards. Aho keeps it moving along the near boards. Played into the corner and now back to the point. Nachos to Gostisbehere. Back to Nachos, left circle. Jarvis takes a look around. Nachos gives back to Jarvis along the left hash marks. Down low, Svechnikov sent one through the top of the crease for Aho on the back door. Couldn't connect. Jarvis, center of the blue line. Gostisbehere back to the right side. Jarvis back and forth with Aho, whose one-timer is blocked. 30 to go in the power play. Gostisbehere throws one to the net and they score. That one looked to redirect over the shoulder of Swayman, and Carolina with a power play goal makes it 2-1. Svechnikov able to tip it in.
Yeah, just watching this power play zip it around in the offensive zone, it just has a different feel to it, a different look to it. Gostisbehere's a nice addition on that back end. You know, he had the one-timer that just missed a little bit earlier in the shift, but he's a guy who can get the puck to the net. He can distribute it. He's very good offensively. He's got, 8 points in 9 games now for them. This one's still going. That's just a wrist shot towards the net because he got the lane there. And then you got Svechnikov down by the net, who's able to tip this out of the air past the blocker side of Jeremy Swayman.
Gostisbehere, second best in his career, 56 points last year with Detroit.
Well, he had an unbelievable season with the Flyers, and then he just kind of fell apart a little bit there with the Flyers, and it didn't work out for him, and he bounced around a little bit. He was good with Detroit, but he's a real good pickup for a team that has talent. Sometimes they have trouble scoring goals, and that's Carolina's kind of, when you look at them and say, why can't they win? Sometimes it's just that extra goal here and there.
Look deep here in the Carolina zone. Hurricanes will get it out. Lob through neutral ice.
They can make life difficult for you.
And a chance coming down the right wing circle, right in front. Orlov score. And Carolina with back-to-back goals with 2:08 to go here in the first. It'll be Jackson Blake who cashes in on this chance.
Yeah, Gostisbehere back, one pass, flip it out of the zone as they've done a few times. Get on this puck. The Bruins have 3 guys back, but fail in coverage, and it was Orlov in front. I thought Orlov got this goal, but maybe Blake tipped it in front. I thought for sure it was Orlov. He celebrated like it was him. Playing in game number 800 for Dmitry Orlov. I just assumed it was his goal, but Blake was the first guy in the line over to the bench, and now we got another penalty coming up to the Bruins.
High sticking the indication. Carolina with 2:01 to go in the period will go to the power play. Kastelik being shepherded to the penalty box.
Now Jim Montgomery wants an explanation.
The Bruins give up back-to-back goals just 36 seconds apart. And with 2:01 to go in the first, Carolina back to the power play when we return here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
The Honda Prologue, Civic Hybrid, Accord Hybrid, and CR-V Hybrid are redefining the future of electrifying performance. But the one thing that launches us to the front lines of innovation is the spirit of determination that powers us. Visit your local Honda dealer or shop online today.
Hi, this is Trent Frederick, and I'm excited to team up with the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation and 98.5 The Sports Hub for Feeding the Puck for Families this year. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck this season to help score a goal, the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative will donate funds to end hunger here in our local communities. Since its inception, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $250 million across the country to ensure our neighbors have the nutrition needed to thrive. Locally, the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation will be enabling a donation of $100 every time we feed the puck for a goal to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help end hunger, up to $50,000. To learn more about Feeding the Puck for Families, visit 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Hockey season means it's Peerless Boiler season. Now is the perfect time to replace your old boiler with a new Peerless Boiler. Don't wait. Act now. Go to peerlessboilers.com for a dealer near you. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
The Honda Prologue, Civic Hybrid, Accord Hybrid, and CR-V Hybrid are redefining the future of electrifying performance. But the one thing that launches us to the front lines of innovation is the spirit of determination that powers us. Visit your local Honda dealer or shop online today.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
2:01 to go here in the first period. Carolina 3, Boston 1, and Mark Kastelik to the box for high sticking.
A little bit of a tough call on him, but they've been pretty strong on these calls.
Necas centering, score. Right after play resumed, Necas just threw onto the front of the net, and it redirects through Swayman. It is 4-1 Carolina.
Yeah, it's a good bounce for Necas, just like Brad Marchand had a good bounce earlier this period. He's trying to center the puck. He's trying to go backdoor from the left wing circle. And sure who this puck went off. Went off of Brandon Carlo. And then Necas will get credit for it, but they used the middle of the ice. Try to go backdoor off the left leg of Carlo as he's trying to block this pass. And going from bad to worse. Blake did get that previous goal, by the way. It went off the shaft of his stick on the Orlov shot. If they haven't given it to him already, they will. If they can catch up to goal scoring.
52 seconds for the 3 goals. Svechnikov, Orlov. Well, officially it's Orlov right now, but it will be Blake.
It should be.
And now Necas gets his 5th of the year. Puck comes deep into Boston territory. Pops free, and a shot from the right circle by Blake. That goes wide of the net. On the near boards. Pushed toward the blue line. Volleyed out of the zone here by Kastelik. Played by the Hurricanes back through neutral ice and redirected in by Drury. And at 15 to go in the period. Carlo's pass up the middle here. Frederick, Brazo couldn't get it cleanly into the attack zone. Carlo able to get a stick on a pass intended for Martinook along the near side of the neutral ice. Stahl gets it back into the Boston zone, and with a misplay for Carlo in front of the net. Jarvis spun it back around behind Swayman, and it'll be brought into the neutral zone and now played off the near boards and deep for Brazo. Brazo and Frederick now joined by Patra down along the end boards. Burns kept it moving towards Slavin near side. And out into the neutral zone. Jarvis off right side looking for Martinook. Up against Lohrei. Kicked it down deeper for Jarvis going behind the net. Lohrei will outrace everyone to a puck along the near side. He'll carry it through neutral ice. Deals off right side for Brazo. And as Brazo tried to center, we've got a penalty whistled away from the play here for interference.
Well, they've set the tone early with penalties, huh?